Sup everybody, it's D's World. Got another reaction. I'm about to react podcast with, I guess there's Candace Owens in it. So, every time you see Candace Owens, she be cooking people. Although when she cooks everybody when they're debating. Most of the time, I'm talking about most of the time in my opinion. So, I guess it's with her and some Onlyfans girls and have disagreements. I guess there's like a lot of clips, so it's the first one I'm gonna do right here. There's probably gonna be multiple of them this week. This is the new week, So hey, man, like, subscribe, show love, and let's go straight into this, right? Don't. Man, let's see what they're all gonna talk right now. Oh my goodness, I'm a strong girl, and I like to show my body. Something like that.
Do hands. Having done so both of you do hands. Having done continuing to do hands, has it had any negative impacts on your dating prospects? Does it make it harder to date? Has it been maybe non-issue at all? Some guys like it.
I've never had an issue with it. Dating wise, no one has ever, because I'm very upfront too. First date, if this is what I do, if you don't like it, this is how I make my money. Unless you're going to pay me the same amount of money I'm making, then I'm not going to stop supporting myself. But yeah, I never really ran into issues. But again, I don't do full pornographic content or anything like that. So it probably is a little bit different for somebody on OnlyFans that does do that type of content. But I personally have never ran into an issue. My boyfriend at first was, I told him and he was like, okay, well, if I'm going to date you, I have to be okay with this. And that was that. And it's never been an issue.
Sorry, I was asking a question. What kind of content do you do on OnlyFans?
Mainly topless content.
Okay. And you currently have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Just, that's the extent of it?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Essie?
I've also never had an issue in my dating life. I don't date that often, though.
I'll be honest with you. I don't believe what they're saying. There has to be something. Like, if I'm talking to a girl, you're my girl, right? You my girl. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to show my body right there on OnlyFans. Make some money. You cool with that? Like, why? Why? Oh, someone's trying to make some money. Well, get money a different way. What the heck? You want to see your body to hundreds, thousands. I don't know. However, there's going to be hundreds of people. I'll say like, whatever it is, a lot of people. Why do you? So you have just one thing. So you're like a stripper on live. Stop it. Stop playing like that, man.
But,
right, because you've been single for 6 years.
Yeah.
But it might not necessarily be related to that you're now doing OnlyFans.
Yeah. I also don't do nudes on OnlyFans, so it's just like lingerie content.
Okay.
So I think that also maybe helps because
Sure.
Look at the way you're always showing your titties everywhere. 1, 2, 3. Like, come on, man. Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay. Question here for Candace. So, what are your thoughts on OnlyFans, sex work, and do you believe that a woman doing OnlyFans or porn might have an impact on her future romantic prospects? And if so, how and why? I can repeat it. That was a lot, so let me know if you need me to repeat anything.
I talk about this extensively on my show. I mean, the truth is that if you are going to engage in sex work, you are going to...
Get 8 of KFC's new hot and spicy wings for only $4.99.
Universal Technical Institute is here to help make your dream of working on cars a reality.
Probably make a lot of money, especially if you're young. You're on a very tight rope. As you get older, your value goes down, and men are going to want women that are younger and available to them. I'm talking about in terms of just making the person who will subscribe to your OnlyFans page. Obviously, women, you're declining as you age. And the truth is that high-value men don't want to date women that are sex workers or even women that aren't sex workers and lean into the whole talking about how sexy and are freely available on the internet for other men to see. What we're talking about is biological proclivity. What men are doing when they first say, this sounds amazing, to date a stripper or to date a prostitute or to date a sex worker, is there's this instinct to have sex. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to have sex all the time. But then when they realize that actually a form of wanting to be in a relationship is feeling that there's a mystery to a woman, that there's something that's yours, there's something that's sacred, there's something that's powerful and beautiful that just you share. And when they realize that they have to share that with other men, it completely diminishes the man. A recent cultural example of that, obviously, is what's happening with Nina Agdal. She's not a sex worker by any means. She just kind of said some sexy things on the internet about wanting cock, and look at what...
Was not expecting that from Candace.
I'm quoting her directly, so this is purely academic. Purely academic, and look at what happened. You know, now Logan has become the laughing stock of other men as they piece together everything that she's ever said that's overtly sexual. And again, she's not a sex worker, but what happened is her value just completely plummeted because, they're this thing that men need to feel. And I don't want to say possession in a way that sounds bad, because it's not bad. It's actually really beautiful. And I'm lucky and fortunate that I get to experience that in my marriage, and it's something that women should strive toward. Women that make those exchanges in their youth, I think that's sad, and I do feel bad for Nina Agdal, is because she said a lot of those statements when she was really young. She's probably your age. And she had a camera, and she said...
Oh, hold on. I wasn't even thinking about it like this. Let me go back a little bit. Right here.
Because she said a lot of those statements when she was really young. She's probably your age.
Right here. It's like I'm not trying to roast though, but man, that's like the Joker or something, man. What, titties? Oh. Oh man. Okay, let's keep going. Well, that just hit me. Cause I was looking at other ones and I seen her and just like, oh snap. I was like, okay, I seen her. I didn't look in the live and the left side, and I'm like, whoa, the Joker. Tell me a joke. Tell me a joke.
And she had a camera, and she said it, and it lives forever. Right. And now every man that she dates is going to say Dylan Danis has made her available to everyone. And I hope things work out between her and Logan. But if you don't think that that's going to impact Logan, or that's not actively impacting him as a man, it is. So with women, it's a trade-off. First thing you said was, I make money. This is about money. It's about money, but when it comes down to marrying these women, men just don't want it.
And that's exactly...
Heck yeah. I'm like, who the heck? Let's say if I'm my girl, we're married though, why would I trust that? Because then what if the person hit up the person, oh, I'm going to give you this money. If the money is all about you, what's that one place? I'm not bad. It's like, what's the line for you? Okay? For money, for showing your body. All right? And then how can a man right there, that you my girl, to trust you? You can't like that. To me, I just don't. Girls, you should trust me. Why? Why should I trust you? Or anybody like that? Why should I trust you? I can't. Like you're showing it everywhere. What's the difference though? You go out, go this and go that. What the heck? That's not how it's supposed to go that kind of way. I mean, if you're single, do your thing. All right, but man.
Why I said that in this industry I'm single until I retire.
But it will still matter.
I don't plan on...
Well, then that means that you're not going to get the man you want then. All right, maybe your man is here that you want. And you just, I got to make money right there to show my body on live right there in OnlyFans. And you got to understand this. I have a career right here. It's like, okay, when you go about 5 years or 10 years... You're going to say, oh, I'm ready now. Man, get the F out of here, man. I'm cool. I'll wait for you for a second.
On doing this or getting married or finding the love of my life until I retire, like truthfully. And then after
that, you see what happened to Nina Agdal.
No. And then after that, I will be honest and truthful with the person that I will be getting married to or whatever. And it'll be...
So you're not going to be like truth right now? So what's the difference right now and... after you retire, being truth? Doesn't make no sense. You gotta be true.
Up to him to accept that.
Come on, bruh.
Right? So,
and I'm just saying that men's natural proclivity is to not accept that because it brings them shame. Men are biologically proud creatures.
I understand, but not everybody can be like that.
No, I know. I'm not. I'm just telling you what is happening and why people are. I'm just talking about cultural events, the Nina Agdal thing, and If you look at people like Emily Ratajkowski, she's obviously hot. But this is a woman who's now trying to make divorce chic. And I think that the understanding is in Hollywood is, sleep with her and move on. She's not marriage material. Her husband, when he had her, cheated on her because they didn't have that thing. I feel like I've slept with the girl. I've seen her naked so many times, right? So there's nothing special about Sebastian Baer marrying her because we've all seen her naked. There's nothing sacred in that relationship. And I'm just speaking on telling you, this is why women struggle to get married when they've made themselves available on OnlyFans, because other men don't want to share. They don't want to share their wife. They maybe will share their girlfriend. They might think it's fun to date a stripper for a little bit. They might think, oh, this means I'm going to have sex 12 times a day. But then when it gets down to just their biological instinct, it's actually quite embarrassing for them as a man because...
Damn, having sex 10, 11, 12 times a day? Whew. Hey, shout out to the people that do that, man, with the men's. You guys are legends.
They can look up
12, 13, the whole day. Man, you got to get a heck of water, man. A lot of water bottles. Maybe a freaking whole 30 pack then with that. She got to piss all the time, too. Oh,
up your girl, and here she is, So that's what I think is happening.
Yeah, I'm just curious about your opinion on this because I've seen like a couple of people in like Red Pill spaces, like Pates or people similar to that, talking about how they should marry a young woman. Would you agree or disagree that might not be the most like rational course of action?
To marry a young woman? What do you mean by
that? That I hear a lot of men talk about how a woman inherently loses value as she gets older, and that's why that they should seek out young women.
Well, I live in the South, and a lot of people get married young, and I think it's really beautiful and wonderful. They preserve this sort of innocence. I have people that work for me that want to get married at 22. They drop out of school. So I don't think there's anything wrong with marrying when you're young. I'd have to see the full context of what they're talking about because I do think, obviously, the longer you wait, and especially in this society that's creating this simulation that sexuality equates to freedom when it doesn't, that what he might be suggesting is that the longer a woman runs free, the more partners that she's gathering and her worth is being diminished. And I think that there is some veracity to that. But, if it's said in a way that sounds a little crass, like seek out younger women because they're not as used, and I can see why people would be offended by it, but that might be underpinned by a little bit of logic. So I'd have to see the clip in its entirety.
Yeah, the reason why I'm asking is because in general, I think men do
you think
you have a biological proclivity? I can't pronounce that word. Proclivity. To seek out like youth and beauty. But I also think when it comes to like settle down, you want a mother who's going to be responsible and good towards her children. Mm-hmm. So I think the idea that like men seek out beauty is true, but I also think men seek out a level of like responsibility and maturity that only comes with age. So I was just curious because of the other stuff I've heard from people.
And also it's like sex is just sex. Like it's just sex. And
just
when you have a partner, you have an emotional connection with them. And so like the guy on your last podcast, he was on here a few days ago, he was saying how like for men, sex
that girl is nasty. That girl is nasty. Oh man, that's good. They just listen to this one. I know there has to be another one that they're debating and say something like, no, I am my body. I think it's going to happen. So this is where it starts, I guess. It's okay. There's multiple of these clips. So, because they have, I think the whole episode or whatever you see right here, it's something around like 3-4 hours. And I'm not going to do a whole 3 hours or 4 hours, bro. That's too long. But hey, shoot, at least they're listening most of the time, and that's true. I would not want to date to a girl that's right there on live, or just like would you want to would you date to a stripper? I'll bet you most of the time will say hell nah. I mean, yeah, you'd be like, oh, I smack a stripper. Okay, yeah. Okay, but would you have a relationship with your stripper? Hell nah. It's an easy thing like that. Same thing right there on that live and all that OnlyFans. Okay? They'd be like, oh, smash the girl right there. That's right there in OnlyFans. Oh yeah, you know the right there. She got that many people in it. Oh yeah, tap. Okay, it's like, oh, this is my girl. Oh damn, I just watched her on live though. Your girl, man, she good. What she doing? Blah. Like, you can't do that, dude. Can't do that. It's too much. But, all right, man. It's one clip right here. I'm gonna do some other ones right there. All right. So hit me in the comments, like, subscribe, show love. All right, peace.